Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Pooja and you watching me on UPSC with Pooja. So after a very long time, I am posting this video because since last 3 months I have not made any videos. But many of you have asked me so many questions on my comment section. So I thought to make a one Q&A sessions, and I hope from this Q&A session, from all of you will get all of your answer. And definitely Q&A sessions will be both in English and Bengali. The first part will be in English and the second part will be in Bengali because I got two type of questions both in English and also in Bengali. So let's start with the first questions in English. The first, Geeta J, please always make videos, sister. We really miss you a lot. I am Geeta from Karnataka state. Thank you so much, but you have not asked any questions. Then the second questions, can you tell how many articles we read in polity? So it is quite difficult to tell you that how many articles you have to read from polity, because almost you can say 80 to 90% of the Lakshmikant is important from our UPSC prelims and both the mains point of view. But definitely at least from the first part of Lakshmikant book, that means article 1 to article 51, this is the very important. And then you can say the president, parliament, then state legislatures, and obviously the executive of the state, and also the center legislative and center executive. This type of articles are each and every one questions are coming from this area. So definitely you have to read at least 80 to 90% of the Lakshmikant, and obviously more emphasize on this area which I am telling here. Then the next questions from Tiyasha Gupta. Ma'am, how to solve MCQs for UPSC? Which test series is best, and what should be the strategy of solving test series? So this I am picking these questions from Tiyasha Gupta, but definitely this question have asked almost 4 to 5 aspirants, because since last few days that seeing that many of you have asked these questions, that how to solve test series. The first question is how to solve MCQ for the UPSC. I really recommend you to solve the first. You have to read the books first, NCERTs, then the standard books. Then you have to go for the previous year questions paper. Then after solving the previous year questions paper, then you have to solve the test series. And if you ask me for personally, I recommend Vision IAS test series. And many of you have asked me, ma'am, where can we get the Vision IAS test series for our prelims test series, because our prelims have extended till October 10th October 2021. So definitely you have 4 to 5 months in your hand, and in these 4 months you can prepare thoroughly with the test series. So I will definitely highly recommend you to solve the Vision IAS test series, because they are providing the best quality and you can say standard questions for the UPSC prelims. And if you ask any of the toppers, almost 90% toppers have solved the Vision IAS test series. And for that I am recommending you to you can buy Vision IAS test series from a website called www.booknet.in, because I personally purchased from that website the Vision IAS test series and Vision IAS monthly current affairs, and they are providing a best quality you can say printed material for the 35 test for 2021 prelims. And for that you have to only pay almost 1200 to 1300. So for the 35 test, so can you imagine, only 30 or you can say 35 part mock test. So it is very reasonable for each and every aspirant, I believe. So definitely I will highly recommend you can visit the website. So in the screen you can see this is their website, and they are providing the best quality notes, because I personally purchased from their website. And definitely I will highly recommend you to you can buy Vision IAS test series from that website. And the next question is what should be the strategy of solving that test series? So first I will recommend you to go through the all the syllabus which they are providing in the Vision IAS test. For the particular one test they are providing the syllabus. So first you have to revise those syllabus properly. Then you can make notes from that syllabus, or you can skip that part if you are comfortable just only by the readings. Then I will definitely recommend you to solve the questions in a time bound manner. So after solving the questions you have to memorize, or you can say underline the important facts which you cannot which you are not get in the actual books, because Vision IAS in their test series they are providing, you can say 20 to 30% questions are there which you don't get in any of your standard books, and that will help you to value add your answer. And definitely those type of informations will further help you in your actual UPSC prelims, or you can see in their mains. Definitely you will get important information, because from the standard books you will get only 80% questions, but 20% important facts, or you can say important stuffs you will get from the test series explanation. Then the next questions. Ankush Manhas, ma'am, I am preparing for 2022. How to cover economy? Will you suggest any online class for economy? I am not getting it from books. So first of all, Ankush, I will definitely tell you to start with the NCERTs. If you are comfortable, then you can read the 11th and the 12th NCERTs, that is Indian Economic Development and Macroeconomy. But if you are not comfortable, then I will recommend you to start from the 9th and 10th NCERTs of economy. So after reading the 4 NCERTs, I think your basic concept on the economy will be cleared, and after that you can go for the any standard books if you want. So if you want to start with any standard books, then definitely I will recommend you to read either Sriram IAS or Nitin Singhania economy book. After that, if you want to join any online classes, you can refer Mrunal sir economy classes, which are paid. But if you don't want to pay for it, then you can go for the free classes on YouTube channels of Mrunal sir. Next questions. Atrey Mukherjee, Madam, when will you start your class? We were greatly benefited from your class and vlogs. Please try to take at least one class per week. Please, Madam, earnest request. So yes, I am trying, but definitely at this moment it is not possible because our house is under constructions. So we have shifted in one place. Actually, this is only a single room, and I am staying with my parents in that room. So it is not possible to shoot the vlogs, or you can say shoot the study related, guidance related, or any of the class. So I have to wait for at least next 2 to 3 months, because I am not giving the 2021 attempt. So many of you have asked me this question also. So here I am telling you I am not giving the 2021 attempt because I have changed my optional paper from geography to anthropology. So I will give my attempt in 2022. So that's why I have you can say a lot of time in my hands, so I am not in my hurry. So that's why yes, definitely I can shoot the vlogs. It is not related to my time, because at this moment I am much confident with my GS preparation and my optional preparation after changing my optional. And since last 3 months, as I have not made any videos, I totally dedicated my time in my studies. So yes, definitely it is not the time issue, but you can say it is related to my space issues. So at this moment it is not possible. After 2 to 3 months I will definitely try at least give 1 or 2 videos in a month. So then the next questions. Saurabh Ghosh, Madam, if you provide a review on all the classroom coaching centers of UPSC in Kolkata, especially on civil service, CSSC, Salt Lake, aspirants of West Bengal like me will be very grateful to you. What is my personal opinion? When I have started my preparation, I never got a good review, or you can say good opinion, from any of the coachings, or you can say about the any of the coaching institute which are available in the Kolkata. Yes, there are 2 or you can say 3 institutes are there in Kolkata, but definitely very few aspirants or very few topper came from that institutes. And those who have taken classes from that institute, I really don't want to name any of the institutes here, but those who have taken classes from that particular 1 or 2 institutes, they have never given a positive you can say a good review on that institutes. So I will definitely recommend you can try any of the online institutes which are available in the Delhi. They all are providing the online classes because of the COVID. The next questions. Pavitra Sangavi, ma'am, are you giving attempt in 2021? Why you changed your optional from geography? The first question's answer I have already told in my previous answer, that yes, I am not giving in 2021 attempt. I am only giving in 2022. Yes, because the reason is that I have already filled up the form with the geography optional, but at this moment I cannot change it. But now I am preparing with the anthropology optional, so that's why I am not giving in 2021 attempt. Because yes, definitely I can give the prelims, but after that, after qualifying the prelims, I will not able to give the mains, so my attempt will be wasted. So I really don't want to waste any of my attempt at this moment. Since why you changed your optional from geography to anthropology? Yes, I have changed my optional paper from geography to anthropology. The reason I want to tell you one thing: if you want to take any optional paper for your UPSC or state PCS, the first motive of to choose any optional paper is that should be your interest. Because when I have started my preparation, many of the toppers video I have watched, many of the guidance, or you can say related to geography optional, I have watched on the YouTube channel. But that time when I have chosen my optional paper in 2018, that time I was not so much matured. So I took geography because many of the toppers have taken that optional paper, and from that time actually 2 or 3 topper have ranked 1 or 2, or you can say 5 6 with that optional paper, and material, or you can say guidance, each and everything is available. And obviously I got interest from on the geography after reading the NCERTs of 11th 12th and GC Leong. But here I am telling you, NCERTs and the GC Leong level and the optional paper level is totally different. So don't take optional paper after reading the GS paper, because I will highly recommend you, after taking the anthropology, I take anthropology totally based on my interest. Because yes, definitely here also the material and the guidance is available, on the geography it is also available, but here total my interest is dependable. And after reading the anthropology, I really feel that wow, this subject is for me, and I actually I made this for this subject. So I decided to complete my masters in anthropology from in 2022 January session from IGNOU, because I got the interest on that subject. So there should be something on that subject, or you can say you have to have that interest on that subject, then only you can take it for your optional paper. Because when we study GS subject for an, you can say, 5 to 6 hours a day, so after reading the GS subject you feel boredom, like you feel monotonous. So when you study the optional paper, that will give you some you can say feeling of like refreshment, or you can say you feel some free after reading the optional paper. So after when I read the anthropology at this moment, I really feel so much you can say relaxed. After reading the GS paper, after reading GS paper I feel really exhausted, but when I study anthropology I really feel that wow, it is very good, and I feel so much interested on that subject that I sometimes the whole day, you can say 10 to 12 hours, I am totally reading my optional paper, not my GS paper. So your optional paper should be on your based on your interest, so that will help you to continue your preparation for the next 2 to 3 years, or you can say 1 year, whatever time you are taking for your actual exam. So definitely that will help you to choose your optional paper. Then the next questions. Okay. Shourabh Kaur, what is your optional subject? I have already told you my optional paper is anthropology. Then the next questions. Pritha Shaha, hello madam, hope you are doing well. I want to appear for 2022 prelims, for which Vision IS has already started their prelims test series. I am a beginner and I just started my preparation, so I am confused whether there will be any benefit of joining the test series. Do coaching institute conduct prelims test series 6 months prior to exam? I will be grateful if you could answer my questions. Thank you. That yes, definitely all the coaching institutes are running their test series. You can say 1.5 years of the actual exam, or you can say 1 year, or you can say 6 months, or even the 3 months before the 3 months also, because they are conducting test series like 35 tests 1 year before the actual exam, then 25 tests before the 6 months, then 20 tests before the 4 months, then 15 tests before the 3 months. Like this you will get all of the all different types of test series of Vision IS, or anything, any institutes which you want to appear. So you can do these things, or either one thing you can do before 5 or 6 months, you can purchase from, which I have already told first in my video, that from any website you can purchase all the test series which they have conducted from the first day to the last day. Almost you can say 35 tests Vision IS is conducting, so you can purchase all these test series, because it's depend on the person to person. Some people are there who are much comfortable to you can say prepare with the test series, like they are reading the history, after completing the history they will give a test, after reading the polity they will give a test on that polity. So it is their strategy. But if you feel that no, I want to prepare total subject first and then I will go for the test series before 5 or 6 months of my prelims, that will also work. So it depends on you whether you want to take it or not, right? Then the next questions. Twinkle Singh from Kolkata. I am from Kolkata. I will be graduating in July. I am thinking of moving to Delhi next year for my preparation for UPSC. Can you guide me? What should I do and how things to remember before moving? So, Twinkle, I have already made a video on this topic for in a elaborative manner. But yes, definitely in this video, I am telling you a brief few things which you have to keep in your mind. The first thing is that you have to be very adaptive to the nature, because in the West Bengal our nature and the daily nature is totally different. The weather and the nature of you can say the quality of the air, quality of the food, because Bengali food you don't get their proper Bengali food, so that will create a problem for you if you are a proper Bengali. But if you really feel that no, I will do my preparation properly, and all these things are very few little things which I think won't hamper your actual preparation. So if you have that kind of dedication, I don't think any of obstacles will stop you. This is the first thing. The second thing is that if you don't have any financial issues, then only go, because it is quite costly from Kolkata, because I am staying here since last from my birth, but I was in Delhi for 4 months. But yes, Delhi is very costly. So if you don't have any financial issues, then only you can go. And the second thing is that when you go to Delhi, please don't trust any actually don't trust all of them, because there are a lot of people are in the streets, like brokers are there. They are actually they are actually they are there to foolish you. Actually they are in Delhi to foolish you, because not actually, no, I am not talking about the all the brokers, because my broker was very good person, but not all of your brokers are good. So definitely I will recommend you to very safe from them. And definitely for the owner also, because few owners are there, like in my case, my owner was not so much good. His behavior was very bad towards any of the you can say girls, those who are staying there. So that's why I will highly recommend you to please take care of these things. And when you are going there, try to go with your parents or any of your siblings, those who have experience in Delhi. Because in my case, there was Pujadi who have you can say guide me in each and every possible she can. But if not each and everyone is getting that facility, so I will highly recommend you to go with your parents or any of the senior person who have experience in Delhi. Next questions, रजनी कश्यप, मैम प्लीज आप शून्य मेंस करंट अफेयर्स नोट्स का भी रिव्यू करें. सो रजनी, आई वांट टू टेल you that I personally never read the Shunya IAS mains material, but yes, I personally read their test series. I solve their test questions on the static subject and also the current affairs, and obviously the monthly current affairs notes which they are providing. So yes, if you ask me on that three topic, I will highly recommend you to purchase their notes, or you can say to join their notes, because yes, they are very good quality, and I am taking benefit from that also. Mo Salahuddin, ma'am, tips for college students, please, ma'am. So Salahuddin, I want to tell you that I have already made a video on this topic, that how you should prepare when if you are in school or if you are in college. So first you have to go through the playlist, and in that playlist you will get a playlist named guidance. So in that guidance playlist you will get this topic video. So I hope that will help you. Then the next questions. Golu Pandey, ma'am, you know anyone who crack UPSC writing GS in Hindi and optional in English? No, I really don't know this kind of any person. The next question, Garuda, ma'am, I'm waiting for your video about how to get previous year question papers, important topics in all GS papers, and PG or rooms in Delhi is good. Mention link while doing video. I am Varishta from Karnataka. Please help me regarding these things. So first of all, you are asking the questions about how to get previous year questions paper. So Varishta, you will get previous year questions paper from the UPSC website itself. Otherwise, you will get lot of website. You just have to search the UPSC previous year questions paper on the Google, and there you will get thousands of website or thousands of apps also, mobile apps also. They are providing the UPSC last 10 to 25 years questions paper of UPSC prelims and mains. And if you want to buy any books, like from you will get Arient publication, Disha publication, they are also providing the previous year questions paper with the analysis. Then that second questions, important topics in all GS papers. So it is very difficult to tell you that important topics. It is not possible for any of the topper that feature important topics for the GS paper, because you have to prepare almost 90% of the UPSC main syllabus. Then only you will get all the questions common in your actual exam. So I will highly recommend you, don't go for it. Try to make short notes from each and every topic which are mentioned in the UPSC syllabus. Like those are important, or you can say big subject like history, geography, polity, economy. These are the subjects which are also in the UPSC prelims and also the mains. But there are few topics which are only in the mains point of view, right? So for that topic, I will highly recommend you try to make short notes of like 3 to 4 pages each and every topic. So before actual exam, before actual mains, you can revise all those notes before your prelims or your mains. So I hope that will help you. Then the next questions, and PGR rooms in Delhi is good. yes, it is very good. I was there for the 4 months, but definitely you have to be very cautious. And if you are matured enough, if you are practical, or you can say rational enough, then definitely it is good for you. If you want to know more on this topic, you can definitely watch that video which I have already made in my playlist. You can check that when I was in Delhi for 1 month, I have made a video that my experience, my budget, my expenditure, and my room in Delhi. So you can watch that video. I hope that video will clear your doubts. Then the next questions, uh, Mohammad Omar Farooq, how to start for civil service? I can't understand. I have done my graduation BSc and I want to be a civil servant, but I am in fear. Is it possible or not? Please, Didi, look at my question. Thank you. So yes, it is very much possible. Why not? It is not possible. So yes, it is possible. And I will highly recommend you. You can watch that video, how to start UPSC civil service preparation. I have already made a video that how to start, because this type of questions needs, I think, 10 to 15 minutes to explain all these things. So for that, I have already made a separate video how to start, or you can say how to start UPSC preparation for the beginners. So I think that video will help you. Nirmal Mukherjee, I am preparing for this exam from last year and I got 64 in prelims paper 1. After that, I continue to do that as CSAT was cleared with 85. But from last 4 months, I am working for a software company for earning, and to be frank, I don't like this job at all. Now I am confused that should I quit my job and continue my preparation, and at the same time, I fear about what happened when I will not be able to clear it, as this exam is not all about the hard work. If I will give 2 years for UPSC and in 2023 I also could not clear it in any of the stage, that means mains or interview, then at that time I could not get any job, as the gap will be more than 3 or 4 years. What to do? Can you please suggest something? Thank you. The first of all, Nirmal, I want to tell you that you need dedication, you need patience, you need hard work, you need smart work. So in the journey of UPSC, I am in this journey since last 3 to 4 years. So after gaining so much experience, I can tell you that yes, it is very difficult to predict, or you can say it is very difficult to tell that yes, whether you are able to clear it or not, because almost you can say each and every year there should be at least 50,000 to 1 lakh aspirants, those who are preparing seriously. Almost 6 lakh to 7 lakh students are giving the attempt for the prelims, but not each and everyone are preparing seriously. At least 1 lakh students are preparing seriously. So from that, only 13 to 12,000 are cleared the prelims. Then only 2,000 to 3,000 are cleared the mains, and only 700 to 800 are cleared the interview, and only first 100, or you can say 180 candidates are there who are qualified for the IS, and after that you will get the IPS or any other service. So it is very tough. It is very tough competition, I believe, but definitely if you have real zeal on you, if you have real dedication on your mind that yes, I can do it, definitely you can do it. But don't think at this moment for the option plan B, or you can say any of the option or backup things at this moment. At least you have to give at least for a, you can say, 10 to 12 hours of study for at least 1 year. After giving the 1 year, or you can say a satisfactory result, if you don't get the satisfactory result, then you can think then you can thought that I will go for this one or that one. That means plan B, plan C, whatever you want. But for the first 1 year or for the first 2 years, because you have told that you have got 64 in the prelims. So without any preparation, if you have got 64, that is a very good marks. But after taking 1 year full-fledged proper preparation with your 100% efforts, I believe on you that you will get at least 120 or 130. And I believe that yes, you can do it. Please believe on yourself, because what I am thinking, what other person is thinking, is doesn't matter here. Only one thing is matter here, that is what you think about yourself, that doing mistakes is much greater than the doing regret. So it is totally my personal opinion. I will highly recommend you to doing mistakes rather than doing regret. So if you don't prepare at this moment, you will regret after a few years. So don't do this. Try to give your 100%, or you can say 200%. After that, if you don't clear it, then you don't have anything for the regret. You will tell yourself that yes, I have tried my best. Then if I don't clear it, then I don't have anything to lose, because I have already gained so much things through these preparations. In the next questions, uh, Okay, Pushpita Kundu, ma'am, please discuss about NCERT. So, Pushpita, I have already made two videos on NCERTs that which NCERTs are needed for the UPSC. You can go and check it out the playlist, that is book list and resources, a playlist I have created. So, in that playlist, you will get the NCERT's book list video or two videos that will help you. Or no, Paul, please answer, ma'am. Number one, he have asked so many questions. Best books for WBCS Prelim plus mains. So it is, I have already made, it is not possible to tell you that best books, the personally which I am following, I have already made those videos, the book list for the WBCS and the UPSC. Should I prepare in English version or Bengali? So I will recommend you to prepare in English, because questions in the mains are asked in the English, not in the Bengali. Which will you suggest, online coaching or self-study, though there is no offline coaching in our area? If online, so from which platform? So Arnab, yes, online I really never, you can say never join any coaching for the WBCS or UPSC for the GS paper preparation. So I really don't know that whether any coaching is providing WBCS or you can say UPSC coaching is there for the online. But yes, offline coaching is not so much good in our locality or you can see in our area. So yes, you can go for any of the online coaching if you want. You just have to search on YouTube online courses for the WBCS or you can say WBCS courses or UPSC courses. There you will get lot of videos. So from that video you can watch their demo class. If you feel that this is good, then definitely you can watch that one, or you can say definitely you can join that course. Muskan Kumari, hello Di, hope you are doing well. Yes, I'm well. Di, my target is 2024 and I am starting my preparation, but current का समझ नहीं आ रहा how to start because कितना cover करना possible नहीं होगा. Please guide me. So if you are asking about the current affairs, so definitely I will tell you, please don't, if you are preparing for the 2024, don't go for the current affairs at this moment, because first you have to prepare the GS or static subject properly and the optional static subject properly, because if you miss any of your attempt, then those current affairs will be wasted, because that will not help you in the next attempt. So I will highly recommend you, please don't do these mistakes, because I personally made those mistakes in my first or second attempt in 2018-19. So that current affairs, that test series don't have not helped me in my 2021 or you can say 2022 attempt. So if you first you have to prepare your static subject properly. After completing the static subject, you will get, you can say, 70 to 80% boost or confidence on you, that yes, I have covered all the static subject properly, I have made all these notes, I have cleared all, I have checked, or you can say I have solved all the previous year questions and the test series related to the static subject. Then only you can go for the current affairs. Before the actual 6 to 7 months of your prelims, you can start your current affairs reading. 6 months is more than enough to cover the 12 to 16 months current affairs from the Vision IS monthly magazine, which I personally prefer. But if you really want to read any daily current affairs, then also you can go for Vision Daily or Inside Daily, or you can go for Hindu newspaper for just reading. I'm not talking about the newspaper note making. You just can read the newspaper properly just to know what is going around in the world, or you can say in India. So after completing the total GS subject, optional subject, almost 70 to 80% coverage of the syllabus, then you can go for the current affairs. Mr. Jahi, is it possible to crack UPSC by self study? Yes, definitely possible. There are a lot of toppers are there, those who have cleared the UPSC with the self study. Yes, definitely you can, but yes, for that you need dedication, perseverance, you need smart work, because we always do hard work, but what we have to skip and what you have to take. So for that, what you have to read, what you don't have to read. So for that, I will definitely highly recommend you to take any mentor, or you can say any you can say coaching guidance or toppers guidance. So after taking those guidance, you can prepare yourself in your home. That is very much possible. Next question, Shubham Kumar Shaha, how to reduce procrastination and become more productive? By the way, lots of wishes, Didi, for the upcoming exam from Kolkata. Thank you so much, Shubham. Yes, how to reduce procrastination, that means laziness. So for that, I will highly recommend you to do something like related to yoga, meditation, that will help you by mentally and physically both. And obviously some dedication you have to have in your mind, or you can say in you, so that from your inner motivation will ask you why you have started this preparation. If you have that zeal, if you have that, if you know that why you have started this preparation, so after knowing that why, you definitely don't get procrastinated. And I believe that yes, after doing yoga, meditation, taking proper water within you, because at least 4 to 5 liters of water is very much needed to get out of your from sleepiness, or you can say laziness. And try to take yourself in a always in a busy mode. Try to do each and every work of you by yourself, that you are doing your each, you are cleaning your own cloth, you are cleaning your own dishes, you are doing your own job. Whatever you do in your whole day, try to do it by yourself. Don't do it, don't take the services from your parents or your any of your. Then the last questions in English version, Shavarna Roy, how to read history sequence wise. So for that, first you have to make a chart by yourself, or you can buy any of the chart which are available in the market, or you can say Amazon or Flipkart. It is totally up to you whether you want to do it by your own handwritten notes, or whether you want to buy a chart. So in that chart, or history of India chart, there you will get the total history chart. So from, you can get ancient, medieval, modern, INM, post independence India, total the actual the time, the year of that particular event, and the event there. So you have to mug up, and you have to understand the basic historical concept, because without understanding the concept you cannot mug up those things or facts. So first I will highly recommend you to read the standard books, or you can say NCERTs for each and every subject. When each and every topic of history is crystal clear in your mind, then definitely you don't have to mug up anything. That will internalize on you, because I always recommend each and every student that don't memorize, try to internalize. When you try to internalize, that will keep with you like for the next 2 to 3 years. But if you try to memorize, after if you stop the reading of the history and you go for the geography or polity, then you will you may have tend to forget all those things. So I will highly recommend you to don't try to memorize, try to internalize all those things. So there, I think all the English version questions I have completed. So now I will go for the Bengali version questions. So those who cannot understand Bengali, you can skip this part, and those who can understand and those who have asked the questions in Bengali, please watch this part properly.